Testing, testing, testing. Hi there guys, my name is Rohan Beve, and in today's video, we are gonna be talking about tattoos. Or more specifically, what happens to your body when you get a tattoo. Okay, so let's say one day you decide to randomly get a tattoo, okay, for fun or for maybe some other purpose. So you go to some art shop or just a shop where you can get a tattoo, you go to a tattoo artist and they do it. But what happens to your body when you get a tattoo, and is it dangerous? Well, in order to understand all that, first we have to talk about our skin. You know, our skin protects our body from everything in the outside world, okay? Dust, germs, bacteria, and other stuff, okay? It basically protects our body from the outside world, okay? But whenever you're getting a tattoo, thousands of tiny needles poke into your skin at very rapid sessions, injecting ink, okay? And what happens is some stuff, okay? So let's first look at the outermost layer of our skin, the epidermis, okay? Which is this top part, okay? Now this part is more or less made up of dead cells which continue to be replaced. So if we just put the ink in the top layer, it would eventually be shed off and would be removed eventually. So in order to make sure the tattoo actually, stays, the first thing that's the reason why tattoos are shot instead of staying up in the top layer. They're instead punctured through the epidermis to the dermis layer, okay, which is below, which holds nerves, blood cells, and veins and stuff like that, okay, hair follicles and all that stuff, okay. And when it injects in there, okay, when it does that, it damages and destroys a lot of the cells, surroundings, and basically makes miniature, or not miniature, but micro wounds, and basically destroys and blows up a bunch of stuff, okay? Now, immediately, our body realizes that, hey, that's not normal. So our immune system sends a response immediately. And they send a type of immune system cell known as macrophages, which basically eat bacteria and dissolve them with acids inside the cell. But since instead of, actual bacteria, it's ink, when it eats it, it can't really break it down. So it just kind of holds the ink, okay? So it just kind of holds that. And let's say there are like ink patches that are too big for the macrophages to eat. They'll more or less clump up around it, okay, and hold it in place, and hold the ink in place, okay, if they can't eat it. And eventually our body realizes that, hey, it can't destroy it, then why not seal it off? So then another type of cell, okay, basically comes over and basically heals all the microture wounds and keeps everything stable, and then blocks off the ink, okay, with other dead cells and stuff like that, and blocks it off, okay, allowing the tattoo to stay. But the thing is, macrophages eventually die, and when they die, they release the ink, okay? And sometimes this released ink basically just, escapes. But other macrophages will come and take back the ink and put it back. But there are tiny fragments of ink that are able to escape, but they are caught back. But due to this, tattoos will, over time, eventually start to look faded. But that's more or less why, over time, it gets faded, and that's the reason why tattoos, well, stay on to your body for so long. And that's, well, basically what happens to your body whenever you get a tattoo, and that's basically it. Thank you for watching this video, and hope to see you next time.